If sleep feels far away, and your heart is carrying far too much from the day that has passed, let these words hold you. Gently tonight, if you feel exhausted, not just in your body, but deep down in your soul, know that you are in the right place. You are not here by accident. There is peace here for you. There is rest here for you. Welcome to Psalm's Peace, this sanctuary created just for you, right here, right now. I am so very glad that you have found your way here. I know the journey to this present moment may have been a long and wearying one. The day that is now behind you was likely filled with endless demands, with the relentless noise of the world, with worries that cling to your mind like heavy, persistent shadows. And now, as the stillness of night has finally fallen, you find yourself seeking something you not only crave, but something you deeply and truly deserve. A profound and lasting peace, a deep, restorative rest, a quiet mind, and a settled, tranquil heart. Perhaps you've been wrestling for what feels like an eternity already tonight, tossing and turning in your bed, your body aching for sleep while your mind runs a marathon of its own, replaying conversations, analyzing every word, every look, agonizing over things you wish you had done differently, or maybe your mind has leapt ahead, worrying about tomorrow, about next week, about all the uncertainties that lie waiting in the future. The quiet of the night, which should be a blanket of comfort, can sometimes feel deafening. Count it. It can amplify every small fear, every lingering anxiety, until they feel like insurmountable giants in the darkness. Your body is so tired, so heavy with fatigue, but your mind simply refuses to be still. It refuses to let go. And perhaps your spirit feels weary, too, disconnected, maybe, distant from the source of its strength, its hope, its peace. You long to feel safe. You long to feel held. You long to feel connected to God in a way that stills the storm inside. If any of this feels true for you tonight, please hear me when I say this. You are not alone in this struggle. You are not the only one. So many of us walk this same difficult path when the lights go out. We are the overthinkers. We are the caregivers who spend our days pouring ourselves out for others. We are the busy professionals carrying the immense pressures of our work. We are the gentle souls, the empaths, who feel the weight of the world on our shoulders and in our hearts. And all of us, every single one of us, yearns for the very same thing: a safe harbor, a sacred shelter, a place where we can finally lay all of our heavy burdens down and feel completely, utterly, and unconditionally safe tonight. We are going to find that place together, but we are not going to find it by fighting. We are not going to wrestle with the racing thoughts or try to banish them with force. We are not going to demand that sleep come. That only creates more tension, more struggle. Instead, we are going to do something different. we are going to gently invite rest in. We are going to build a fortress of peace around your heart and around your mind. A fortress constructed not of stone and mortar, but of words of ancient comfort and unshakable divine truth. Tonight, we will be resting in the shelter of one of the most powerful and comforting psalms of protection ever written, Psalm 91. And the best part is, you don't need to do anything at all. There is nothing here for you to figure out, nothing you need to solve or analyze. Your only task is to listen, to simply receive, to breathe, to allow my voice to be a gentle guide, and to allow these sacred words to wash over you like a warm, gentle tide, slowly and surely pulling all the tension, all the fear, all the worry out of your body and out of your mind. So, wherever you are, I invite you now to find a position of complete comfort. Settle into your bed. Let your head feel heavy on your pillow. Allow your shoulders to drop, releasing the weight they've been carrying all day. If you notice your jaw is clenched, gently let it go. And now, let's take a slow, deep breath together, a breath of release. Inhale peace, filling your lungs completely. Just hold it for a moment. And now, exhale with a soft sigh, letting go of all the day's worries. Let it all go. Feel the surface beneath you, the bed, the mattress, the pillows. Feel how it supports you completely. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. You are held. You are supported. You are secure. Tonight, we will let the beautiful words of Psalm 91 become your personal guard, your divine protection through the night. We will let it speak directly to the deepest parts of you, the parts that are crying out for rest and for safety. There is no rush here. There is only peace. Let us begin. As you settle deeper and deeper into stillness, let these first words of comfort find you. Listen now. Listen not just with your ears, but with your heart, to this beautiful and profound promise from the very beginning of Psalm 91. Verse 1, *LS, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. L_Elitz, just stay with that for a moment. Feel the gentle shape and weight of those words. Don't try to analyze them. Just let them be present with you in the room. He who dwells in the secret place. This isn't a place you visit for a fleeting moment, like a tourist. To dwell means to live there, to make it your home. It's where you belong. I invite you now to imagine, right now, a place that is created just for you, a secret place. This place is not on any map. It cannot be found with a GPS. It cannot be found by the noise and rush of the world, or by the anxieties that chase you through your day. It is a place deep within your spirit, a sacred reality that is more real, more true, and more solid than any of your worries. It is a place of profound and personal intimacy with God, who the psalm calls the Most High. Think about that name. For a moment, the Most High, he is above all things. feelings. He is higher than your highest anxiety. He is greater than your greatest problem. He is more powerful than your most powerful fear. And it is in his secret place that you are invited to dwell. This secret place is your personal refuge, your sanctuary. Can you begin to picture it in your mind's eye? What does it look like? What does it feel like for you? Perhaps it's a quiet, sun-dappled garden, filled with the scent of flowers and the sound of gently rustling leaves. Or maybe it's a warm, cozy room with a soft armchair and a gentle fire crackling in the hearth. Maybe for you, it's a peaceful, ancient library filled with a deep, comforting silence and the wisdom of the ages. Whatever that place is for you, I invite you to see it now. Feel its peace. Feel its stillness. This is the place God Himself has prepared for your soul to find its truest rest. It is secret because it is sacred, a space reserved for you and Him alone, away from all the demands and clamor of the world. And what happens when you choose to dwell there? The verse tells us so clearly. You will abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Let's just gently repeat that beautiful phrase together in the quiet of your mind. Just whisper it to your own soul. I will abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Think for a moment about the immense comfort of a shadow on a hot, weary, sun-scorched day. It provides immediate relief. It provides cooling protection from the harsh, burning, relentless sun. The shadow of the Almighty is just like that, but infinitely, eternally more powerful and more comforting. It is the very presence of God Himself, covering you, shielding you, protecting you on all sides. When you are resting in His shadow, you are so very close to Him that His presence becomes your entire environment. His strength becomes your unshakable shield. The troubles and the fears of the world simply can't find you there, because you are hidden so safely, so securely in Him. And the most beautiful part is that you don't have to strive or struggle to get there. You don't have to earn your way in. You are already invited. You are already welcome. By simply turning your heart toward Him, you are stepping into that secret place by choosing to listen to these words tonight. You are choosing to dwell there. You are accepting His invitation. So right now, let this truth become your reality. Let it sink down from your head into your heart, deep into your spirit, as a calming, soothing affirmation. I dwell in the secret place of the Most High. I am hidden and I am safe. I abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I am covered and I am protected. Feel the truth of this. The Almighty God, the one who named every star you might see outside your window, the one who holds the oceans in His hands, is right now, in this moment, casting His personal, protective shadow over you. You are, at this very moment, in the safest place in the entire universe, right here, right now. There is nothing to fear in this holy shadow. There is only peace, only love, only deep, profound rest. Breathe that in. Breathe in a feeling of absolute safety. And with your out-breath, breathe out the fear of being exposed and vulnerable. Let's do that together. Inhale deeply, feeling his mighty shadow cover you completely. Hold that feeling of safety for just a moment. And as you exhale slowly, release any feeling of being unprotected, of being alone. You are dwelling. You are abiding. You are safe. Let us now continue, allowing this feeling of safety to deepen and expand within you. Now, listen to how the psalmist responds to this incredible, beautiful promise of safety. He doesn't just accept it silently or passively. He participates with it. He declares it. He gives voice to the truth. From verse 2, "Else I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In Him I will trust." L_Ethia is such a gentle, quiet power in speaking truth, even if you only whisper it in your heart. The psalmist makes a conscious choice. He says, "I will say." It is a decision, a deliberate act of faith to name God for who He is, especially in the moments when we need Him most. Tonight, as you lie here, you can make that same gentle, powerful choice. Let's just take a moment to break down these beautiful, strong names He gives to God. First, He says, "He is my refuge." A refuge is a place you run to for safety when a storm is raging all around you. Imagine you're caught outside in a violent, cold, driving rain. You are soaked through, shivering, and beginning to feel afraid. Then, through the deluge, you see a soft light in a window. A door opens, and you are welcomed inside, out of the storm and into a place of warmth and dryness. That is a refuge. God is that for you tonight. All the storms that are raging in your mind, the swirling anxieties, the relentless what-if scenarios, the fears that gust and blow, He is your shelter from all of it. He is the open door. He is the warm room. He is the place you can finally stop running and just be still, safe, at peace. Let that sink in for a moment. He is your refuge, not just a refuge in general, but yours. It's personal. It's intimate. He is your very own safe place. He has your name on the door. And then the psalmist adds another layer of security. He says, "God is, and my fortress." A fortress is even stronger, even more secure than a refuge. A refuge is for shelter, but a fortress is for defense. A fortress is a high-walled, impenetrable structure built on solid rock, designed to withstand any and every attack. It has guards on the walls, looking out for you. It has strong, heavy gates that cannot be breached. It has deep foundations that cannot be shaken. When you are inside a fortress, you are not just sheltered from a storm. You are actively and powerfully defended from an enemy. This is the image God gives you for your protection tonight. He is not a flimsy wall that might fail. He is a mighty, unbreachable fortress. The worries that try to attack your peace in the middle of the night cannot get past these walls. The fears that try to lay siege to your heart have no power here. They have no authority to enter. When you are in Him, you are surrounded on all sides by His divine, unbeatable, unending strength. And because He is our refuge from the storm and our fortress from the attack, the psalmist makes a beautiful, simple declaration of faith. My God, in Him I will trust. Trust is the key that unlocks the gate to this fortress. It's the quiet decision to believe that He is who He says He is, that He can do what He says He will do. It is the act of consciously releasing your tight, white-knuckled grip on your worries and placing them, one by one, into His strong, steady, capable hands. You may feel that your trust is weak tonight. You may feel that it is small or fragile, and that is perfectly okay. You don't need to have perfect, heroic trust. You just need to be willing to lean on Him, even just a little, willing to whisper, even with a trembling voice, I choose to trust you right now, in this moment. So let's turn this verse into your own personal declaration tonight. A gentle, quiet prayer rising from your heart. You are my refuge from the storm inside my mind. I am running to you now. You are my fortress against all the fears of the night. I am defended by you. You are my God. And tonight, in this moment, I choose to place my trust in you. As you say these words in your heart, see if you can feel the subtle shift. It's a release, a letting go. You are no longer responsible for protecting yourself. You are allowing the God of the universe to be your protection. Rest in that profound truth. Rest inside the high, strong, loving walls of His fortress. Nothing can harm you here. Now breathe. Just breathe. And reflect on this next layer of God's specific promise to you. The psalmist now becomes even more specific, even more detailed about the kinds of protection that God offers. He speaks directly to those hidden fears, the ones that seem to sneak up on us and trap us when we are at our most vulnerable. In the quiet of the night. Listen closely to this deep assurance from verse 3. Else surely He shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. Let's just stay with that first powerful image for a moment. The snare of the fowler. A fowler was a bird catcher in ancient times. His primary tool was the snare-hidden trap, carefully camouflaged on the ground, designed to catch an unsuspecting bird. The bird flies freely, singing its song, completely unaware of the subtle, hidden danger lurking just below. How often do our anxieties and our overthinking feel just like that? They are hidden snares for our minds. A seemingly innocent thought pops into your head, a memory, a worry about a future event. You gently nudge it with your attention, and before you know it, your ankle is caught. You are entangled in a complicated web of worry, of fear, of catastrophic thinking. It's a trap that catches you completely off guard, especially in the stillness and the silence of the night. The snare of overthinking is so subtle, The snare of replaying a past mistake over and over again. The snare of fearing a future that hasn't happened and may never happen. These are the traps that steal your peace and hold your mind captive, keeping you from the rest you so desperately need. But now, listen to the promise. Listen to the certainty in these words. Surely he shall deliver you. That word, surely, is so full of confidence. It means without a doubt. It means it is a certainty. It is not a maybe or a perhaps. It is a divine guarantee. God sees the traps that you don't. He is aware of the hidden anxieties that are being laid for your peace of mind, even the ones you aren't fully conscious of yourself. And he promises to deliver you, to rescue you, to set you free. I invite you to imagine your most persistent anxious thoughts as these flimsy, tangled nets on the ground. Now, picture God's gentle, kind, and all-powerful hand reaching down and simply lifting the net right off of you. Just like that. You are untangled. You are set free. You don't have to struggle or fight your way out of it. You just have to rest in the knowledge that He is your deliverer. He does the work. Your job is to be still and let Him. And the verse continues with another layer of protection. And from the perilous pestilence. Pestilence is a widespread, destructive disease in the context of our emotional and spiritual lives. This can represent those pervasive, toxic fears or negative mindsets that can infect our whole being, our whole outlook. The fear of failure that poisons our motivation. The feeling of not being good enough that drains our joy. A spirit of hopelessness that colors everything gray. These things can spread through our thoughts and our emotions like a virus, making us feel sick with worry and despair. But God's promise covers this, too. He delivers you from the sickness of fear. He protects your inner world from the contagion of despair. He is the divine physician for your soul, bringing His healing and His wellness to your mind and to your heart. He is cleansing you even now. As you listen, so let this beautiful promise of complete deliverance wash over you tonight. Let it become more real to you than your fears. Let it become your truth. God, you see the hidden traps of anxiety that are laid for me. Surely, you will deliver me. My mind is being set free from the snare of overthinking. I am being released. Now, you are protecting my heart from the pestilence of fear and despair. I am being healed. I am delivered. I am free. I am safe from all the hidden dangers. Feel the release in your body as you embrace this truth. Your mind does not have to be a battleground tonight. It does not have to be a prison. It can be a place of quiet, a place of peace. Let God handle the snares. Let Him handle the pestilence. Your only job right now is simply to rest in His sure, certain, and powerful deliverance. Let these next words carry you even deeper into rest, deeper into His gentle, personal care, from the powerful promise of deliverance from unseen dangers. The psalm now shifts to one of the most tender, intimate, and beautiful images of God's care in all of Scripture. Listen with your heart. Let this image form in your mind. From verse 4, "Alas, he shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler." Let's just rest in that first phrase. He shall cover you with his feathers. I invite you to picture a mother eagle and her young, fragile eagles, nestled together in their nest high on a rugged cliffside. When a fierce storm rolls in, or when a predator comes near, what does she do? She doesn't just stand beside them and hope for the best. No, she gathers them close, pulls them in, and covers them completely with her powerful, warm wings. Underneath her feathers, it is warm, it is dark, it is perfectly safe. The wind may howl and rage outside the nest. The cold rain may fall in sheets, but the little ones feel none of it. They only feel the warmth, the security, and the strength of their mother's body protecting them. This is the very image God gives to you for his care over you tonight. He is gathering you close to his heart. He is covering you with his feathers. All the noise of your anxious mind, all the storms of your daily life, all the fears of the future, they are all outside of this divine covering. Under his wings, you are sheltered, you are cherished, you are held, you are completely and utterly safe. Can you begin to feel that covering now? As you lie in your bed, imagine the soft, yet incredibly strong feathers of God's presence blanketing you. Feel a sense of spiritual warmth seeping into your bones, melting away the cold chill of fear that may have settled in your heart. Feel the gentle pressure, a reassuring weight that says, "I am here. I have you. You can let go now. I've got you." The verse then repeats that beautiful idea of a safe place, and under his wings you shall take refuge. This is the ultimate safe place. It's a place of ultimate security and breathtaking intimacy. When you are under his wings, you are hidden from view. The things that accuse you cannot see you there. The worries that haunt you cannot reach you there. You are resting in the very heart of God's protective, fierce, and tender love. Let this be your reality tonight. Let's affirm this gentle, powerful truth together in the quiet of our hearts. You are covering me with your feathers. I am so warm and so safe under your wings. I take refuge. I am hidden in your incredible love. I can feel your gentle presence all around me. I am cherished by you. And then, as if that tender covering were not enough, the verse gives us one more layer of active protection. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. A shield and a buckler are pieces of armor. They are made for defense in a battle. While the image of feathers speaks of comfort, tenderness, and intimacy, the image of the shield speaks of active, strong, unwavering protection. And what is this shield made of? It is made of his truth, the truth that you are loved beyond measure, the truth that you are forgiven, the truth that he is with you in this very room, the truth that all of his promises are real and are for you. When a lie comes creeping into your mind in the dark of night, the lie that you are all alone, the lie that you are going to fail, the lie that you are not safe, you can, in your spirit, hold up the shield of His truth against it. These very words of this psalm are your shield tonight. Every single promise is a powerful defense against every single fear. So rest now, dear one. Rest under His wings. Rest behind the impenetrable shield of His truth. You are doubly protected tonight. You are tenderly covered and you are fiercely defended. There is nothing left for you to do. There is nothing left to fight. You can simply sink into this profound, multi-layered peace. As your body grows heavier with relaxation and your mind grows quieter, listen to this direct command of peace to your heart. The psalm now speaks directly, with laser-like focus, to the very reason you might be listening to this tonight. It names the fear that so often comes only in the darkness. Listen to this powerful, liberating declaration from verse 5. Else you shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day. Let's focus our hearts on that first crucial part. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night. The Bible is so honest. God is so honest. He acknowledges it right here. There is such a thing as the terror by night. It is a real experience, and if you have felt it, you know how powerful it can be. It's that sudden, inexplicable jolt of panic in the dark, that free-falling feeling of dread that has no specific name and no clear source. It's the phantom footsteps of what if echoing in the silent hallways of your mind. It's the way small, manageable worries from the daytime can morph and grow into giant, terrifying, shadowy monsters when there are no distractions to keep them at bay. The psalmist, inspired by God, does not say, pretend that terror isn't there or just ignore it. He says something much more powerful. He says, you shall not be afraid of it. This is not a command for you to try to muster up your own courage. It is not about you trying harder to be brave. It is a promise. It is a declaration of what will be the natural result of abiding under His shadow. Because you are covered by His feathers, because He is your mighty fortress, the direct outcome is that fear loses its grip. It loses its power over you. The terror may still try to knock on the door of your mind, but it finds that the door is locked, and it is guarded by God Himself. You do not have to be afraid, because you are not alone in the dark. The Almighty God, your fortress, your refuge, the one who covered you with His feathers, is wide awake. He is keeping watch over you as you sleep. He is the light that darkness cannot and will not ever overcome. His presence is filling the room you are in right now, leaving no space, no corner for terror to take root. Think of it this way. A small child might be terrified of the imaginary monster under her bed. But when her strong, loving father comes into the room and sits on the edge of the bed, the fear of the monster simply vanishes. Why? Not because the child suddenly became brave on her own, but because the Father's loving, protective presence is far greater and more real than the fear. Tonight, your Heavenly Father is in the room with you. He is sitting with you in the darkness, and His presence is infinitely greater than any terror the night can produce. And this incredible promise extends even into your tomorrow. Nor of the arrow that flies by day. This refers to the sudden, sharp, unexpected troubles that can strike during our waking hours. A sharp word from a colleague, a sudden piece of bad news, an unexpected setback that throws off our plans. These are the arrows of life that can wound our peace. The promise here is that your protection is not just for the night time. It extends into the light of day. The very same God who is guarding your sleep tonight will be the one guarding your steps all through the day tomorrow. So you can fully and completely release your worry about tomorrow. You can let it all go. Your protection is 24/7. It doesn't expire when the sun rises. Let's turn this powerful promise into a calming, authoritative affirmation. Let it speak peace over the terrors. I am not alone in this darkness. Therefore, I shall not be afraid. The terror by night has no power over me, for my God is with me. His presence is greater than my fear. His light is greater than the dark. I release all my fears about tomorrow, for I am protected by day as well as by night. I am safe. I am calm. I will not be afraid. Let that deep, foundational sense of fearlessness settle over you like a warm, heavy blanket. It is a gift from God to you. Receive it, rest in it, breathe out, and let go as you begin to drift. Let this next truth anchor your soul in a perfect and unshakable peace. The psalmist continues to describe the comprehensive, all-encompassing nature of God's protection, painting a vivid and powerful picture of absolute safety, even in the midst of surrounding chaos. Listen to the reassuring words of verses 6 and 7, *Ls, nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. *Eons again. The psalm mentions the dangers of both night and day, showing us that His protection is constant. The pestilence that walks in darkness, this can so perfectly describe the creeping dread, the sickness of soul that comes with chronic anxiety and despair. It moves unseen in the shadows of our minds, whispering lies and stealing our hope. And the destruction that lays waste at noonday, this speaks of the visible, overt crises that happen in the world around us, the tragedies we see on the news, the hardships we hear about from friends and family. Let's be honest, the world can feel like a very frightening and unstable place. We hear news of turmoil, of hardship, of suffering, of chaos. It's so easy for a sense of ambient, free-floating anxiety to seep into our spirit, making us feel that disaster is always just around the corner, for us or for those we love. But now, look at the staggering, almost unbelievable promise that follows. Meditate on this. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. This is one of the most powerful and absolute statements of divine protection in all of Scripture. I invite you to imagine yourself standing still and perfectly serene in a bubble of golden light. While all around you there may be chaos and confusion, this is not a promise that bad things will never happen in the world, but it is a promise of a supernatural zone of peace and safety around those who have chosen to make God their dwelling place. It means that the chaos of the world does not have to become the chaos of your soul. The fear that plagues the masses does not have to penetrate the fortress of your heart. The destruction that may be happening out there is not permitted to enter your sacred space of refuge. With God, you are divinely cordoned off. You are under a special, spiritual, heavenly covering, while others may be falling into despair, into fear, into panic. That spirit of chaos is forbidden from touching you. The verse is so clear, so emphatic, it shall not come near you. This is not a call for us to be arrogant or to look down on others. It is an invitation to a deep, humble, and quiet confidence. A confidence not in ourselves or in our own strength, but in the absolute faithfulness of our protector. He is able to keep you in perfect peace, even when the world around you is anything but peaceful. So let this image of divine immunity, this bubble of sacred safety, bring a profound and lasting calm to your entire nervous system. The chaos of the world cannot touch the peace that is within me. God has drawn a divine circle of safety all around me. Though 1,000 may fall into fear at my side, it will not come near me. Though 10,000 may fall into despair at my right hand, I am held safely in his peace. Calamity is forbidden from entering my refuge. In him, I am untouchable. Rest in this incredible, powerful truth. You are not just randomly hoping for the best. You are under the specific, targeted, and all-powerful protection of the Almighty God. Let every muscle in your body relax in response to this truth. Let your mind finally release its tight grip on the world's troubles and all its news. You are safe. It shall not come near you. Let's slow down even more now and connect this incredible promise directly to your heart, to the simple choice you have made tonight. The psalm now reveals the reason, the foundation, the cause for all of these incredible, sweeping promises of protection. It is not random. It is not arbitrary. It is relational. It is based on a choice. Listen now to verses 8 and 9. *LS, only with your eyes shall you look, and see the reward of the wicked, because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place, L_E that eighth. Verse speaks of you being a spectator to the chaos, not a participant in it. You will see the natural consequences of living a life apart from God, a life built on fear or pride, but you will see it from a place of complete safety. It's like watching a powerful thunderstorm from behind a strong, protective window in a warm and cozy house. You can see the lightning and hear the thunder, but you don't feel the wind or the cold rain. You are safe inside. And then comes the reason why. The great because. This is the hinge on which all of these promises swing. Because you have made the Lord your dwelling place. This brings us right back to the very first verse, to the very foundation of our peace. The entire fortress of protection that we have been exploring tonight is built upon this one. Simple, yet incredibly profound choice. You have chosen where you will live, not your physical address, but the address of your soul. Think for a moment about what a dwelling place truly is. It's your home. It's the place you return to at the end of every single day. It's where your most precious belongings are kept. It's where you feel you belong, where you can be your truest self. It's your primary location, the center of your world. So the question for our hearts tonight is this: what has been the dwelling place of your heart so often without even realizing it? We unintentionally make our dwelling place in our worries. We live inside our anxieties about our health, our finances, our family. We set up camp in our fears about the future. We reside in our past regrets and our failures. And when we live in those places, we feel the full and exhausting force of all their storms. But tonight, by simply choosing to listen to these words, by turning your heart toward Him, you are making a different choice. You are moving. You are changing your spiritual address. You are choosing to make God Himself your home. You are deciding that your primary reality, the place where you truly live, is in His presence, in His promises, in His unending love. Because you have made the Lord your dwelling place. It is a choice that you can make right now. In the quiet of your bed, you don't need a grand ceremony. You can simply whisper in the silence of your heart, "Lord, you are my home. I choose to live in you. I am coming home to you right now." It is that simple. It is an act of surrender, a decision to stop trying to find safety in all the other things in your own strength, in your ability to control outcomes, in the exhausting work of worrying, and to find your one true safety in Him, and Him alone. He is the Most High. He is the ultimate reality. When you make Him your dwelling place, you are aligning yourself with the most secure, most powerful, most peaceful, and most loving force in the entire universe. Let's affirm this sacred choice, this act of coming home, this act of making Him your home. Because I have made the Lord my dwelling place, I am fundamentally safe. I no longer choose to live in a state of worry. My address has now changed. My heart's true and lasting home is in the presence of the Most High. I belong here, in this place of peace, in this refuge of his love. I have made my choice, and because of this choice, I am protected. Feel the deep, comforting sense of belonging that comes with this decision. You are not a homeless wanderer, subject to every passing storm of life or thought. You have a home, a permanent, secure, eternal dwelling place in the very heart of God. Settle into that home now. Get comfortable. You are here to stay. And here, in this place, you are perfectly and wonderfully safe. Now gently listen to this next promise, a promise that flows directly from the choice you've just made. Because you have made the Lord your dwelling place, a direct consequence follows. A clear, powerful, and all-encompassing promise of security. Listen to the comforting certainty of verse 10. Scales. No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. Just let that sink in. Let that promise bypass your doubting mind, which might want to argue or question it. Let it speak directly to your weary spirit, which so longs for it to be true. No evil shall befall you. This is a promise of divine interception. It means that things that are intended for your harm will not reach their intended target. They will be stopped. It doesn't mean that you will never face challenges or difficulties in life. Life on earth has its trials and its hardships, but it means that nothing can touch you that has not first been filtered through the wise and loving hands of your protector. And anything that he, in his wisdom, does allow to touch you, he promises that he will use it for your ultimate good and his glory. So, the evil, the destructive, soul-crushing force of it is neutralized. It cannot truly befall you, because you are being held by him through it all. That deep, existential dread that can keep you awake at night. That vague fear of some unseen, malevolent force or some sudden, catastrophic event. This promise speaks directly to that fear. It draws a divine line in the sand and declares with absolute authority that true, ultimate, spiritual harm is forbidden from crossing over to you. You are sealed in his care. And then the promise becomes even more personal, even more intimate. Nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. We've just established that your dwelling is, first and foremost, the Lord himself, but it also extends to your personal space, your home, your family, your mind, your heart. The plague mentioned here is not just about physical sickness. In this context, it is so clearly about the spiritual and emotional plagues we have been talking about all along. The plague of chronic anxiety, the plague of bitterness or resentment, the plague of hopelessness, the plague of fear. This promise means that these toxic, destructive forces are not allowed to set up camp in your home, in your mind, or in your heart. They are not allowed to take up residence. You might feel them knocking at the door sometimes, but they cannot break in and take over. Your inner world is consecrated ground. It is holy ground. It is protected by the very presence of the Almighty. The peace of God is the guard standing at the door of your heart and mind tonight. So tonight, as you lie in your bed, I invite you to see your room, your mind, and your very being as a no-go zone for fear and for evil. It is a protected space. It is a sanctuary, a holy place. Let this supreme confidence be your lullaby tonight. No evil can truly harm me, for I am hidden safely in God. I am divinely protected from all ultimate harm. No plague of anxiety can invade my mind tonight. It is forbidden to enter. No plague of fear can settle in my heart. It is not welcome here. My dwelling is sealed by the presence of God. I am safe. Nothing shall harm me here. Feel the deep peace that this certainty brings. A deep, unshakable peace. A peace that allows every single muscle in your body to relax, every frantic thought to soften and slow down, every fear to dissolve into nothingness in the light of His truth. You are safe. You are secure. No evil shall befall you. And in the next verse, the comfort goes even deeper, as if the protection of God Himself were not enough. Listen to the further provision He has made for your personal care. The protection promised in this psalm is so thorough, so complete, so multi-layered, that God Himself employs His heavenly hosts to ensure your safety. Listen to this incredible personal assignment that is described in verses 11 and 12. *LS. For He shall give His angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. *Let's just take a moment and let the sheer wonder of this promise settle into our hearts. For He shall give His angels charge over you. The Almighty God, the Creator of the entire cosmos, commands His angels, His powerful, glorious, celestial messengers, and gives them a specific, personal task. That task is you. He gives them charge over you. This isn't a casual suggestion or a vague hope. It is a divine command, a holy directive from the throne room of heaven. Your well-being, your safety, your peace is their heavenly assignment. I invite you to imagine, right now, these strong, loving, light-filled beings surrounding you. You cannot see them with your physical eyes, but faith tells us they are here. They are standing guard over your bed. They are watching over your home. Their sacred mission, given to them by God Himself, is to protect you, to keep you. And where do they keep you? The verse says, to keep you in all your ways. This means everywhere you go, in everything you do, in your sleeping and in your waking, in your work and in your rest, in your moments of joy and in your moments of sorrow. You are never, ever outside this circle of their diligent care. As you lie here tonight, on the gentle edge of sleep, they are on duty. They are on their post. They are watching over your mind, guarding your precious dreams, and protecting your hard-won peace. So I invite you to let go of that feeling that you have to be on guard. You can relax your vigilance. You can stand down from your post. The angelic guard has taken over for the night. And the imagery in the next line becomes even more tender, even more detailed. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. This speaks of such meticulous, gentle, and detailed care. It's a promise that they will lift you over even the small obstacles, the little things that could trip you up, the minor irritations that could cause you pain or distress. If God cares enough to command his angels about something as small as you stubbing your toe, how much more does he care about the great, heavy anxieties that are weighing on your heart tonight? This promise is about preventing even the smallest of stumbles. It's about creating a smooth, safe, and protected path for you. So as you begin to drift towards sleep, I invite you to imagine these strong, gentle, invisible hands bearing you up. You are not falling into sleep tonight. You are being carried into it, held aloft by the hands of angels. You are being transported gently and safely from the land of worry to the land of deep, peaceful, restorative rest. Let the reality of this unseen, powerful protection comfort you on the deepest level. God has commanded his angels to personally watch over me. I am right now surrounded by powerful, loving protectors. They are keeping me safe as I fall asleep. I am being carried into rest, held up by their gentle, strong hands. I don't have to worry about stumbling in the dark. I am being borne up. I am safe. You are so loved, so treasured, so cared for, that an entire legion of heaven is deployed for your sake. Rest in that incredible knowledge. You are deeply and profoundly cared for. And now, listen. Let your heart absorb this next verse like soft rain. The voice in the psalm changes. It is no longer the psalmist speaking about God. It is God the Father himself, speaking directly to you. Listen with every fiber of your being as the Lord himself now speaks. These are his personal promises to you, his beloved child. Hear these words as if they are whispered from his heart directly to yours. Verses 14 and 15, asterisk LS, because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. L_Edo, you hear the reason for all of this. The foundational motive behind every promise in this psalm. God himself tells us, because he has set his love upon me. It all comes down to love. It all begins and ends with love. Your protection, your safety, your peace, it is all a response to your heart's affection. It is not because you are perfect. It is not because you have earned it through good works. It is simply because you have chosen to set your love upon him. Your love for him, however imperfect or small it may feel to you at times, unleashes his powerful, protective, and passionate response. And his response, as he lays it out here, is simply staggering. He says, therefore I will deliver him. He says it himself. This is a direct promise from the source of all power and all love. Your deliverance is not a possibility. It is a guarantee, sealed by his own word. Because of your love, he continues, I will set him on high, because he has known my name. To know his name in the biblical sense means so much more than just knowing what to call him. It means you know his character. You know his nature. Through this psalm tonight, you have come to know his name as protector, as refuge, as fortress, as a loving father. And because you know him this way, he promises he will lift you up, setting you on high above the turmoil and the chaos to a high place of safety, security, and divine perspective. Then, the promise becomes an intimate conversation. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. Your every prayer, every cry of your heart, every whispered plea for peace in the middle of the night, even the wordless groanings of your spirit that you cannot articulate, he hears them all, and he promises to answer. You are never, ever speaking into a void. He is an attentive, responsive, listening Father. When you call out to him from a place of fear tonight, he promises he will answer you with his peace. When you call out from a place of loneliness, he promises he will answer you with his undeniable presence. And then comes perhaps the most comforting promise of all for those who struggle. I will be with him in trouble. He doesn't just promise to keep all trouble away. He promises that if and when trouble does come, he will get into it with you. You will never, ever face a single moment of hardship alone. His presence will be your constant companion, your strength, and your comfort. Right there in the midst of the fire with you. And finally, he repeats his core promise one more time, as if to make absolutely sure that your heart has heard it and received it. I will deliver him and honor him. Not only will he bring you out of the trouble, but he will also honor you because of it. He will turn your trials into triumphs. He will bring beauty from the ashes of your anxiety. He sees your struggle. He sees your pain. And his heart is to not only rescue you from it, but to bestow dignity, strength, and honor upon you for having endured it with faith. These are the words of your Heavenly Father, spoken directly over you tonight as you lie here. Let them be the last words you cling to as you drift off into a peaceful sleep. Because you love me, I will deliver you. Because you know me, I will set you on high. When you call to me, I will always answer you. I am with you in your trouble. Right now, I will deliver you, and I will honor you. You are my beloved child. I will never, ever leave you. Rest now in your Father's arms. Rest in his personal, unbreakable, and eternal promises to you. And now, the final promise. A beautiful, final blessing to carry you through the night and into all of your tomorrows. Here is the final word from the Father in this psalm. It is the culmination of all his promises, a final, gentle benediction of peace and wholeness over your entire life. From the last verse, Verse 16. Else with long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Let's hold onto that first part. With long life I will satisfy him. This is not just a promise of many years on a calendar. The word for life here in the original language is rich and full. It implies a life of substance, of meaning, of vitality, of peace. And that beautiful word, satisfy, is the key. He promises to fill you to the full, to quench the deepest, most persistent thirsts of your soul. That feeling of restlessness you so often feel, that constant striving, that nagging sense that something is missing in your life. He is the answer to that. He is the only one who can truly and deeply satisfy the human heart. He promises a life where you are no longer running on empty, no longer driven by anxiety, but are filled to overflowing with His peace, His love, and His purpose for you. This is a direct promise against that frantic, empty feeling that anxiety so often brings. He Himself will be your satisfaction. Let that profound peace wash over you now. The search is over. The striving can cease. You can rest. You can be satisfied in Him. And the song concludes with this final, ongoing promise, and show him my salvation. Salvation here means so much more than just a one-time event of being saved. In its full meaning, it means deliverance, wholeness, healing, and safety. It is the ongoing, daily, unfolding revelation of His goodness in your life. Every time He calms your anxious heart, you are seeing His salvation. Every night He grants you a peaceful sleep, you are seeing His salvation. Every time He delivers you from a hidden snare of worry, you are seeing and experiencing His salvation. He will continue to show you again and again, in countless big and small ways, that He is your Savior, your rescuer, your healer, your peace. And so, dear one, we come to the end of our journey through this beautiful psalm for tonight. But it is just the beginning of your deep and peaceful rest. Let these truths be the soft pillow on which you lay your head tonight. Let them hold you and keep you. You dwell in the secret place. You are abiding under His shadow. He is your refuge and your fortress. You are covered by His feathers. You will not be afraid. No evil will befall you. His angels are guarding you. He is with you. He loves you. He will deliver you. He will satisfy you with a long and peaceful life. You are safe. You are protected. You are seen. You are cherished. You are loved. Now rest. Rest deeply. Rest peacefully. Good night. This space of peace will always be here for you. If this psalm has brought you calm tonight, I invite you to return here again whenever you need rest. You're always welcome to subscribe quietly and let more of God's peace find you again very soon.